Back Point of Perspective podcast, doing something a little different this time around. Um, if you've been hiding under a rock, you know what's going on. 2020 election. Checking it out, all of the results that are going on, ongoing, which is crazy. Not sure in this day and age of technology why it's taken so long to count the ballots. I may be ignorant to exactly what the detailed process is, or maybe some of my ideas of how to do it faster and more efficient or unrealistic for what's happening. Not sure. Not sure. I know there was a lot of early mail-in ballots. I mean, I don't know if it's a policy or against the law for them to start processing and counting these ballots beforehand in a controlled environment. Not sure. Maybe I'll research that and find out the ins and outs of, why they had to wait until election day to start counting early ballots and this type of stuff. Just real quick recap. Like I said, you haven't been paying attention to it or you stopped listening to the election. Joe Biden has 264 electoral college votes as of right now. 264. The magic number is 270. 270 is the magic number to win the presidency, right? Donald Trump has 214. On Trump's side, he is in the process of filing lawsuits in different states. I forget some of the states off the top of my head to stop the count and recounts and all this other jazz. My thing is, you being down 264, being down 214 to 264, I'm almost like, why put unnecessary money and energy into lawsuits? It was different if it was like, neck and neck, 220 a piece, 230 a piece, 250, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, okay, let's fight it out in court. Let's see what happens, But to be that far down and to say, oh well, you know what? I think they are cheating me. I don't know, man. That's just, to me, that is a waste of time. But I guess when you got the money and the power, you can waste people's time. Let's take a look at the breakdown real quick on this. And you got Georgia. Georgia was red. Donald Trump got that with 16 of the electoral college votes. Then you had Nevada, which was blue. Joe Biden got 6 electoral college votes. North Carolina and Pennsylvania, both red. 15 in North Carolina, 20 in Pennsylvania. Arizona, blue, 11 electoral college votes. Florida, Iowa, both red. Florida, 29, and Iowa, 6 electoral college votes. Michigan, New Hampshire, both blue, 16 in Michigan and 4 in New Hampshire. Then you go to Ohio and Texas, both red, 18 in Ohio, 38 in Texas. And then finally, Wisconsin, blue with 10 electoral college votes. So it's very, very interesting to break down. And I know when I was younger and I guess not naive to the process, I always thought, whoever wins the most votes, is the winner, and not, really didn't know a lot about the electoral college votes. And then as you get older or you pay more attention in social studies and political science, that's when electoral college is the ones who decides this interesting race, But with that being said, let's move on to some other stuff here. Como is confident that Biden will pull out a win and restart a coronavirus aid package. I know there were talks about having one, and then Trump pulled the plug on it, or not pulled the plug, but he halted it. He wanted to halt it until after the election. Some say that could have been a tactic to sway more votes in his favor for people to vote for him, over, voting for Joe Biden, knowing, well, if we get Trump back in office, he'll put out another stimulus package, so, once again, I said in an earlier podcast, this thing is all about strategy and playing to win. Nothing is really almost off the table when it comes to putting yourself in the best position to win, essentially here. Another story I found very interesting. It says Joe Biden has 7 plans to propose that could put extra cash in people's wallets. So let me see if I can go through the so-called 7 plans here. They include hazard pay for essential workers, child allowance, possible wave of stimulus checks, boosted unemployment benefits. Each proposal is really in here to, once again, put him in a good position to say, okay, hey, if we vote for Joe, this is what he plans on doing, and I mean, all of this is one of those things where you got to say what the people want to hear. You got to say what the people want to hear so you can get, the best possible outcome for yourself, right? And I mean, I'm not knocking it. They are here to win the election essentially. So this is one of those things where you say, okay, what can I do to win this thing? What do the people want to hear? And hopefully they make good on a lot of these promises that they are putting out there. But hey, only time will tell as this thing goes on and on. Really, I just wanted to give a quick recap on what was going on with the race. Like I said, so as it stands right now, currently at 264 versus 214. But what I want people to realize something: no matter who wins, even though it looks like Joe Biden is going to be the new president elect for the country, no matter who wins, there definitely has to be more accountability held for this office. And that accountability starts at your local levels, in my opinion. People got to start paying attention to your local, the local race, your sheriff, governor, mayor, all of those things. All those things help accumulate to get certain groups' interests pushed forward, and people need to keep that in mind. And once we can get on the same accord with that, for the people that are disenfranchised or passed over, groups such as that, because every major group, has a agenda and a strategy that they put in place, and they put money behind it, and they get their needs met. And so, that's how you really get it done, if you really think about it. But this is Point of Perspective. This was a quickie. Got a lot of big things planned ahead. Oh man, I don't want to let the cat out the bag, as they would say, but got some really good episodes coming up. Stay tuned. Follow on the social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Point of Perspective Podcast. Just did a live stream with IQ Queens podcast, and it was outstanding. Look on the Facebook page for a clip from that. And like I said, got some big things coming down the pipe. I'm really excited about the future episodes, future events being planned as well. So until then, just stay positive out there, and always try to enter every new day with a positive mindset. And we will catch you again. This has been Point of Perspective, and we are out.